Hey guys, I'm E, and I'm in my edit suite today because unfortunately where I live in Australia, we're still not allowed to have sporting events just yet. But I do know that a lot of my viewers, a lot of you guys are filming football games and basketball games right now and often wonder what you should actually bring for shoots like this. So since I've been a videographer on many sporting events, I thought I'd let you know exactly what's in my camera bag so that you guys have a bit more clarity around what's necessary and what isn't. Before we get to what's inside my bag, I'd like to start with the bag itself. I really like this bag for many reasons, but I don't want to necessarily recommend it to you guys for one very specific reason that I will get to in a minute. But for now, I just want to say that basically I like it because it's big, it can pack a lot of equipment in there, but at the same time, it fits as a carry-on on an airplane, which at the moment is not very helpful, but normally it is, to me anyway. And other thing is the outside is a hard shell, so it protects my gear very well. Also, another reason why I bought this bag in the first place is the fact that you can either wear it as a backpack with these, or you can unclip them, tuck them away in this pocket right here, and then you just open this zipper and take this out. And instead of wearing it on your shoulders, you can just wheel it around anywhere you want, which was great for about 3 days. But after my third shoot going from my car to the shoot using the wheels, the rubber started coming off. And when that happened, I ended up with plastic wheels, which made this bag the loudest bag in the history of camera bags. So for that reason, I wouldn't recommend this particular bag, but what I'll do is I'll go online and try to find one that has the same specs, the same features that I like, but with better wheels. And if I do find one, I'll put the link in the description so you guys can buy that one if you're interested. Okay, so let's get to the part we've all been waiting for, the part where I finally tell you exactly what's in my game day filming kit. But just before we get to that point, I just want to start by saying that I'm not going to go through every model and every make of everything that's in here. What I'll do though is I'll put in the description below a link to every single item, maybe not the batteries and little things like that, but the main items will all have a link where you can find them and buy them if you want. The first item I want to talk about is obviously the camera. This is a Canon EOS R. I've been using C100 Mark IIs up until a week ago. They're cinema cameras. They're very good for filming for long periods of time. They're built for that, where these cameras, they're photography cameras first and foremost, so they're not as practical, especially on the field, especially during game day. But if you got accessories to make them work, they're at a point now with the R series where they have a lot more features than the cinema cameras for a lot less money. So I'm at that point now where I want some of these features, but I can't afford them on a cinema camera. So I decided to go in that direction. But I don't want to go as far as the R5 in terms of prices, because if I'm going to go to that price range, I'm probably going to switch to Sony with the A7S III. But this is a whole different conversation, which I'll probably have in a different video when I finally get my hands on a Sony. Until then, I think the EOS R for the price does an amazing job. I've been renting this one for almost a week now. My last video was shot entirely with this camera. I'm very happy with the result. Let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, I'm basically gonna be buying this camera, if not today, probably tomorrow. And this is gonna be in my filming kit starting now. As far as lenses are concerned, if you've watched one of my old videos called The Holy Trinity of Sport Lenses, you know what I'm about to say. I've got the 18 to 200 millimeters. It's pretty much my go-to. That's what I do most of my filming with. Then I've got this guy right here, which is a 20 millimeter lens, 1.4 aperture. It's an art lens. I use it for wide shots. I use it for interviews. I use it when I go in the crowd to get people up close. It works very well in low light. And also, finally, I've got the 75 to 300 millimeter lens, which I rarely use, to be honest. It's more of a backup. I use it if I'm, for some reason, very far from the action and I need that extra push that the 200 can't give me. A quick thing I want to bring up before we keep going is that I was working on testing this new lens that could potentially replace two of the lenses I'm using right now. But as soon as I got this new lens, that's when COVID started, so I never really got a chance to properly test it in a sports environment. And I feel that for my channel anyway, if I'm not testing it in a game, it's not really worth testing it. So I had to press pause on this, but as soon as I get a chance to actually test this lens, I'll make a video about it. So in the meantime, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, so that you can see my video as soon as it comes out and finally get to know which lens is hiding behind this very sophisticated scrambling effect. As far as audio is concerned, I try to keep it very simple because when you run and gun, you don't have time to sort of overcomplicate things. So with a mirrorless camera, I find that the best setup is a Rode Videomic Pro. I always have one in my bag. And honestly, if you're looking for value versus price, this is your guy. Like, you get a very good result out of a very reasonably priced microphone. But just in case I want to mic someone up during the game or after the game, I'll always bring a lapel mic system with me as well. Another thing, it's always good to have a light that you can pop on top of your camera, because you never know, especially after a game, if you're doing an interview or something like that, or if you're doing some behind the scenes shot in the locker room, the lighting might not be that great. So having a little light that can help you get clean shots without pushing the ISO really helps. So this one is very, it's basic, but it does exactly what I need. There's a dial for intensity and there's a dial for the temperature, so I can go from daylight to tungsten or from white to yellow. Yeah, so it does the job, and it works on batteries as well, so it's perfect. Speaking of batteries, this little flap right here, if you wonder why that's there, it's because that's where I put all my batteries. So the batteries for the light, the batteries for the camera, I'll put them in there. Also the SD cards, extra SD cards are always important because you never know when one's gonna fail or something. So having a couple extras is always good. This is the mount for the light on top of the camera. So all these things go in there and I block it like this. That means that when I'm walking around with the bag on my shoulders, it doesn't go flying and hit my lenses and my camera and stuff. It stays in there and I know everything is safe. These two things are very important as well for me. This is something that you attach to your belt and you can carry a lens in it. If you don't want to be carrying your bag all the time, it's very helpful. And headphones, I'm guessing everyone knows what the headphones are for. It's basically monitor your audio, because just because the levels on the viewfinder look good, sometimes there's much more background noise than you think, or sometimes it's clipping more than you think. So always good to monitor. I usually put them in here, put this like that. And again, it prevents the headphones from flying around in the bag. We've pretty much covered everything at this point that I bring for filming, but I also bring a few other things like a laptop, a hard drive, and some USB keys. The reason for that is not necessarily because I want to edit on site, which I do sometimes, but the main reason is because you never know when you're going to need footage from someone else. Sometimes you're there and the club or the client who you're working for have extra footage that you'll need for the video. Let's say, I don't know, someone else is filming and you'll need their footage. And they say, oh, we'll give it to you after the game. If you don't have anything to bring it with you, then this conversation is going to turn into, oh, I'll send it to you by Dropbox or Google Drive. And then next thing you know, you're at your 5th email saying, hey, remember that time you told me you were going to send me that footage, and you still haven't got it because they have to go out of their way to do it and they've got other things to do. So being on site with everything ready to go, here's a USB key, put it on there, I'll come and see you after the game. Same thing with a hard drive. If it's bigger files, you're ready to go. It's a lot easier to get it done on site than to wait a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks for them to send it to you. Trust me, I've been there many times. And the last thing I wanted to show you guys out of this bag is the stuff that basically never leaves the bag, ever. It's just like random little things, like I've got AA batteries in here, a little flashlight, which comes in handy when you're filming in the dark and you want to change a few settings. And I've got these that I keep in my bag at all times because I have forgotten my headphones before, and these are sort of my backup plans. And because through the years I've accumulated a bunch of them, it's easy to just leave one in each of my bags, so that way I always have something. And the last item in my game day filming kit obviously doesn't fit in my bag, but it's quite an important one because I think a tripod, when you're filming outside, especially sport, it's very necessary to have one. Obviously you can go with different direction with monopods and stuff, but I'm still sort of very old school with my tripod, and I like it, and also allows me sometimes to just leave the camera on the tripod for a while still recording, but maybe, you know, get a sip of water or whatever. But otherwise, this one, yeah, definitely my favorite one. Can go quite high and also super low. If you check the link below, all the specs will be in there as well. But yeah, highly recommend it, as well as all the other items that were in my bag and that you can find in the description below. And if I missed anything, or if you think I should have included something else in my bag, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. My name is E, and I hope I earned the privilege of your time.